The Air Force One is the official plane of President of United States of America. We will see in this video what makes the Air Force One safest plane in the world. The Air Force One is commonly referred as the Flying White House. This presidential aircraft is a prominent symbol of the American presidency and its power. Air Force One isn't technically a plane, it's simply the radio call name for any U.S. Air Force plane carrying the President of the United States. As soon as the President steps aboard an Air Force plane, that plane is referred to as Air Force One. The Air Force One is the world's most expensive plane with the world's most powerful passenger. It has a job to safely transfer President to the desired destination. Today there are actually two planes that regularly fly under this designation. Both the planes are identical in all the aspects with an airframe of the Boeing 747-200B model. The Air Force One is as tall as a 6-story building which has 4 jet engines that generate 56,700 pounds of thrust individually. The top speed of the Air Force One is more than 630 miles per hour and can reach the altitude of 45,000 feet. The aircraft designed with a purpose of war kept in mind which lets it survive a nuclear blast. The President can give orders and strategies to manage war from inside. If there is an incident to survive a nuclear blast, the U.S. President inside the aircraft would be untouched. Being a presidential aircraft, there cannot be any compromises on the resources used in the making and functioning of it. The Air Force One has a retractable stairway so it doesn't need to rely on the airport stairway to come off board. The plane has 4,000 square feet of interior floor space on 3 levels. It houses quarters for the President and the First Lady, a conference room, dining room and President's office. It has work and rest areas for the presidential staff, media representatives and Air Force One crews. While there are so many measures taken with regard to preventing any unfortunate incident, the aftermath has also been considered. The aircraft has a full-fledged medical facility that uses the latest technology. There is also a doctor that is on board to look after the President. Since it was designed keeping war in mind and the safe transportation of the President, there are a variety of security measures built in. The body of the aircraft has electronic countermeasures that will jam any enemy radar when identified. The aircraft also has self-defense measure of ejecting flares onto missiles that are seeking heat to throw them off. The crew prepare meals into 2 fully equipped galleys. They store a large amount of food in freezers in the lower section of the plane. The crew is equipped to feed about 100 people at a time and the storage area holds as many as 2,000 meals. The most remarkable feature on the plane is its extensive electronics. It has 85 on-board telephones, a collection of 2-way radios, fax machines and computer connections. It also has 19 televisions and assorted office equipment. The President and his staff can reach just about anybody in the world while cruising tens of thousands of feet in the air. Air Force One had a ton of features but they were not ultimately tested yet, but on September 10th, the President touches down in Sarasota, Florida. This was the last routine flight of his presidency. Air Force One was supposed to return Washington, D.C. next morning, but on September 11, 2001, America was targeted with terror. So the best thing at that time was to airborne immediately. Now the Air Force One was the command center for America's commander-in-chief. They came to know that the President cannot address the nation from the Air Force One. The capability wasn't there yet where he could do a press conference and get it to the American public. Addressing the nation was the President's top priority at that time, so the Air Force One was forced to return to land. After more than 50 years of presidential flights, Air Force One finally faced the ultimate test. This mission revealed weak points in the President's aerial command post. Learning a lesson from this incident, the Air Force One was completely changed in this aspects. The current model of 747 has served 5 presidents. It is now set to be retired and replaced by a newer model, the 747-8. The fastest commercial jet in the world, The 7478 is capable of traveling an additional 1,000 miles without stopping to refuel. This new cutting-edge aircraft is set to take flight by 2024, continuing its mission as the Air Force One. Do subscribe the KR Infinity channel for more amazing and informative videos like this. Thanks for watching.